feel their heart. I feel their medicine. Their heart is one. Their medicine is one. Their spirit is great.
We're looking for the answers, and out here we find them, and we go home and we tell others. And
we run for the people, for our ancestors, for our spirit.
In the past, this was something that we just did, and we didn't think it needed to be documented. After 20 years, I think a story needs to be told.
We have an incredible array of people from different ethnic and religious backgrounds coming together for the sole purpose of friendship. We come together to pray, to share, to be of support to one another.
It's not like anything else. It's not like there's no money value to it. It's not in a building. It's a cross. It's everything that's free. It's everything that's free. It's across the state of California. It's across the desert. It's over the mountains. It's with the wind. It's against the wind. It's watching the sun come up, watching the sun set.
It's the annual 500-mile Native American Spiritual Marathon, a journey by 60 runners from just outside Bakersfield to Manteca in Northern California. Runners follow Highway 395 through the Mojave Desert, across the Sierra Nevada, and along the Sonora Pass, all the way to Gold Rush country in 5 days. An event started 20 years ago by American Indian Movement leader Dennis Banks. The goal? To remind the world that all life is sacred.
Everything that we're made of comes from the planet, and we come out here to be as one, you know, with the planet. And it's all life is sacred. We're every living creature, and every living creature is us. And that's why we run, to carry that message.
In its early days, only Native Americans made the trek. Now it's open to everyone, all cultures and ethnicities. Runners are divided into 4 teams. It's a relay event, with each runner taking a turn. Not with a baton, but a sacred staff. Each time out, runners run a half a mile or more, up to 20 times a day. Omataki Asen. It means all my relations. Runners say it each time they pass the staff. A tribute to those who've gone before.
The original runners say that in the early days, this run used to be competitive, but it's not like that anymore. Now the run is only a success if each runner completes the journey.
The run starts in La Paz, the United Farm Workers compound outside Bakersfield, the burial site for UFW founder Cesar Chavez.
Cesar and Dennis had gotten together on many occasions just to discuss the solidarity that was needed between our struggles and the importance of working together and trying to bring about change.
Day 1 begins early. The drums call the runners to the ceremonial circle. Bill Mosco Ramos leads the service.
Before we leave, like we've left every other time, this is our trail marker that'll be left here. And we'd like to give this to Rudy there and put him in charge of it. And maybe next year when we come, you can mark the trail for us.
Have a good run, and all you that are coming back next year, we look forward to seeing you again next year and every year after that. You know? Thank you.
This ceremony and every other on this run involves the burning of sage. Native Americans believe the smoke purifies and heals, and runners here are eager to receive the medicine.
Ani gichimani do. Eskere gichimani do. Naskre migwes gichimani do.
Longtime participant Jose Moreno sends the runners off with some advice.
I just want to go over again. You know, you might be feeling good and strong. These cars are coming at highway speeds. You know, people might not be watching out for you. So really be heads up.
3, 2, 1.
The first steps of a 500-mile journey. Next, taking on the challenge of staggering desert heat, running for the rewards of Lone Pine in the Sacred Spirit Run.
Feel good. It's just starting though. Warming up out here. Yeah, temperature's rising. Still early though, a lot of desert to go.
The Mojave Desert, runners on the annual 500-mile Native American Spiritual Marathon. They're winding their way north on 395, pushing ahead as the heat rises, 110 degrees and up.
Feels good. Father Sun's giving us strength. Feels good. Ask me later on in the day.
Once the run starts, the pace is relentless. It goes, you always have to be aware. Because you hear the cry, runner coming, and you have to be ready there with the water for them, with the encouragement and so forth.
A team effort as this spirit run takes on the desert. 70-year-old Bob Edwards is the oldest runner. This is his 15th year.
You know, the first few years, every year I swore I'd never do it again. You know, and then I'd come and do it again. Now, I should have reminded myself why I didn't want to do it. But I keep coming back, and now it's kind of like a vacation.
Oh, I mean, running at 6 in the morning was a little tough, but I've started kicking in. All right. Energy's up.
This is Wendy Apple's 3rd year on the run. Today, she says, is not just about getting past the desert, but also getting into a new frame of mind.
All of my life disappears. My outside, other part of my life disappears. I don't think about home. I don't think about the things I need to do. All of the distractions of the electronic age are gone. I'm not checking my email, my voicemail, nothing.
Everything is working out just the way it's supposed to work out, and people are having a great time. The weather's cooperating. It's nice and warm out here.
Mosco Ramos, one of the spiritual leaders out here, running with another co-leader, John Malloy, pacing each other and sharing a vision of how this harsh desert can touch the soul.
But we find when we get out here, everyone's spirits get fed on very little. And so there's a lot of hope if we all just are willing to slow down and basically consider each other, and it all starts with the land. So out here, the kids start slowing down. You can't help but get in the rhythm of the land. The weather, the scenery, the sage just slows us down, and then good things start happening. So if we're willing to slow down, I'm hopeful.
And making it through the Mojave earns a symbolic reward by lunchtime the next day. The relay teams run in formation into the town of Lone Pine, home to about 200 Native Americans. The runners enjoy a ceremonial procession, joined along the way by a dozen children from the Indian Education Center. A proud moment on Lone Pine's Main Street.
I thought it was interesting to be running with all those people who are running to support the Indians, and I wanted to run to support the Indians too, because we're Indians and we want the Indians to carry on and live too.
My partner that I was holding the flags with said I was a real Indian warrior because I was going barefooted.
How did it make you feel to do it?
It made me feel proud.
We're still here, and something like that just really gets to me because it shows that, you know, here we are and we're still going strong.
That evening, the runners move again in formation to visit Thomas Shorty Stone, a revered medicine man, son of a great healer.
Take time at the end of our day's journey to give thanks to the Creator. Another beautiful day, another beautiful run. Come to visit Shorty, our old friend, brother. Felt the spirit of coming this way. And then we met him in person. And now we're here in his home. To honor him with a lot of love and a lot of respect from all of those in the circle. To come to present you with this marker.
Thank you. And you're welcome here anytime, whether I'm here or not. My whole family will welcome you.
The ceremonial circle ends with handshakes and hugs.
Hey, good running, man. Get stronger.
Hey, Joe. Hey, sweetheart. Two down, huh? How'd you do today?
It was a new day. Different. It's very difficult for me to explain, but these people, you've never seen them before, and within 5 minutes, you're family.
We make mistakes, we get frustrated with each other, and to me, that's what love is all about. It's about being able to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes and still know that you're loved.
We're like family. Every time we see them, maybe we see them once or twice a year, but we're like family.
Already bound together by their journey so far, next, they face an even tougher challenge, the hardest part yet, the climb into the Sonora Pass, as the Sacred Spirit Run continues.
Good morning.
Okay, alive.
Good morning.
Morning, Moscow.
The Spirit Runners get up before the sun. It's 5:30 a.m. This day will test everyone. The route along Highway 108 through the Sonora Pass, climbing to 10,000 feet.
Get the Sonora Pass breakfast, guys. Better grab it.
Brown rice with fruit and nuts. Runners gather at the ceremonial circle. The drum sets the pace, the sacred run song.
We ask Creator to bless this path and to be with us as we climb, struggle to the top. We're going to need your strength. We need to have you help each other. Together we can do it.
Richard Hawk Rises Baker of the Bridgeport Paiute Reservation.
Ho-ho! Ho-ho! Here he is, Sun Boy. Greets us in the morning. Gives us strength. Gives us strength. Warms us during the day. We ask that you give strength to these people on their ordeal today.
Embrace you with friendship.
Oh, Moscow.
For the entire circle.
Brother.
For the entire circle.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother. We love you a lot.
3, 2, 1.
They head off into the mountains and scenery that have inspired so many. But this day will take more than inspiration. The mountain course will climb and climb for 14 grueling miles as the runners gain 3,000 feet in elevation. Several runners begin in formation, soon handing the staff and taking turns. And of the 60 runners, only 2 choose to take all this on themselves, Dielo and Vincent, 2 young friends running together, determined to make it to the top. And as they finally get close, the difficult trek almost over, they can hear that sacred song again. Drummers and singers are set up on the summit.
Yeah! Ahoo! 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 Yeah! Don't get no better. You don't get no better. You're working that. Good job. We are still strong! 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 We are!
As soon as I started, as soon as Dielo started, I told myself, well, even if I make it, I'm not going to let him quit. And it's just, with that, and just hearing the drum, I pulled him with me, and it was just, it made it all that more powerful, too.
At the end, I was like, felt like giving up, but I heard the drum, and then we just held hands and came in.
Dielo's father hugs his son.
My body can't even hold my heart right now. I feel so much love. And so proud of my son, and so proud of Vincent as well, and everybody that ran with him and supported him.
Dielo's mother is one of the kitchen support staff.
One point when we were passing by him, it's like, I said, well, run with him for a little ways, and I said, that's something he has to do for himself. So, and he did it. So, I am just thrilled.
Dielo and Vincent, friends before this run, but this day taking their friendship, their spirit, to a higher place. Next up, the big push, the final day of the 500-mile spiritual marathon. The final day of a 500-mile journey. And even after running so far over the last several days, one team of Spirit runners still finds enough reserve to run quarter-mile sprints.
We take energy of our heart, our spirit, our mind, and our bodies. We put them all together in what we're doing right here and right now. We run, and that's what we do. And so we take everything that we have, put it all together, and just focus in on prayer like that.
The runners keep taking turns on their relay teams. Only about 40 miles to go now.
The team becomes perfect the last day. You know, you get so good at everything, you know, like taking our turns, taking care of our runners, things like that. And then the last day, and you got a well-oiled machine, and then it's like, it's all over.
One of the runners on Maud Dull's team is the youngest runner out here. And for 12-year-old Jacoby Hatton, it's been 5 great days. This is his second year on the run, encouraged to participate by his mom, a veteran of the Spirit Run.
I get a lot of friends. I run for people who can't. And I get to spend a lot of time with my mom without my brother and sister.
It's early afternoon when the first team arrives in Ripon, California, at the home of spiritual leader Bill Mosco Ramos. They retire their sacred staffs with a prayer for the runners still out there.
Those that are still on the road, always praying for a safe journey. Always praying for those who have supported us along the journey.
Another one done.
What is this, King?
Pete, Peter, my man. Yeah, I'm so proud of you, dude. I'm so proud of you.
A half an hour later, another team arrives, and soon they're lining the driveway to welcome the last 2 teams.
We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. It doesn't go like this. It goes, we're all equal. We're all the same color. Color us happy. Color us content. Color us satisfied. How long has it been since you had this feeling? I'm so proud of you, each one of you. Bob Edwards, our oldest runner, 70 years old.
This kind of restores my faith in people. When we run, we get to see each other the way we really are and see everybody's goodness and just break through all the nonsense and all the pettiness and stuff.
Longtime participant Jose Moreno.
For me, this 500-mile run has helped me with my relationship to myself, to other people, to nature, and to what people call God as well. So it's, you can't get much richer than that.
If you can take this experience with you and take it into your lives, even though this part is only once a year, and hold that in your heart, it can be your guide when things are getting tough at work, at the office, in that relationship.
Participants are asked for a 4-year commitment to run 1 year for each of the 4 directions. Some people last only 1 year, others fulfill that 4-year commitment, and some never leave.
This is one place in your life where you can be a hero. And a hero in little things, not a hero in big things. And you can really touch the people around you in a way that you can't in the rest of your life. And I think that's something we all need. And the heroism can be being there with the water when the runner comes in. Or it can be the person that runs over Sonora Paths. Or it can be the person that cooks the dinner.
John Malloy has been co-leader of this run for most of 2 decades.
500 miles, it's not about 500 miles. Spiritual marathon, endurance, lasting, leaving a legacy for children so they can come out in these same mountains and drink the water instead of having to purify it. You know, and I think that can come in our lifetime. That's part of the prayer.
In the outside world, these participants are teachers, social workers, nurses, and computer experts. Here on the Spirit Run, they are all runners who receive certificates, a round of applause, and so much more.
I think there's a lot of hope. I think there's a lot of hope, and I won't lose sight of that. I'll continue to run. I'll continue to lead folks across that desert again and again and again till we're all happy. The pain will go away, but the feeling that we have in our hearts will be lifelong. The memories will be lifelong. The friendships will be lifelong.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.